Hey, how's everyone doing? This is actually an very old cemetery I just found. Took me a while to find. It's the Margaret Ann Cemetery. But anyway, the graves date back to 1864, back when Abraham Lincoln was president. And so I'm gonna walk around. We'll walk around and check out some of these old graves. So come with me, and we will try to. Just for example, look at this. You can tell. Some of these might even be older. Good God, this looks like almost it could be Revolutionary War times. Some of these have nothing on it. But this is Hillsborough, North Carolina is a really old colonial town. I've done many videos on it, and some of these houses are really old, and not so much there's actually sections I could take you to and show you that really old. A lot of these graves are unmarked graves. So, but it's just neat. As you can see, there's the sign up there. The Margaret Ann Cemetery. Oh crap. Let me wipe. Sorry, excuse me. Let me wipe that down a little bit in case it's... Let me see. This camera does not have the zoom that my last one had. I'm about to upgrade to a Canon Rebel T6i. I just bought one recently, and I'm excited about it. Somebody prominent is buried here, like an author or an artist, But like I said, there's so many unmarked graves. You see all these little bricks. Here's finally, a decent tombstone. George W. Hill. God, but not forgotten. He was born, say 1900. He was born in 1844. Nice tombstone. See, that was his original one. Obviously, George G.W.H. I'm sorry about the shaking. I try not to. Margaret Lane Cemetery. I should say Margaret Ann. Margaret Lane. Oh, Eliza Payne is reported by family members to be buried here. Oh, another thing that I did right. This is supposedly it's called the Old Slave Cemetery. So, of course, there's a lot of slaves that are buried. That's probably explains why there's a lot of unmarked graves. A lot of slaves and that's, I always thought that's sad, slaves that their names are unknown, and, they're supposedly here, because, of course, Hillsborough had a lot of plantation. This is a really prominent town, and had a lot of plantation homes, really nice plantation homes, but she was a part of the free, her family was a freed family. She was the third of 7 children. Daniel Whitted is buried here, so it has pictures of people that are buried here. Okay, here, yeah, and exactly what I just told you before. See, I had already read all this and called it various times the Colored Cemetery, the Old Slave Cemetery, and the Margaret Lane Cemetery. It's a 2-acre burial ground. Predates the Civil War. See, even before this cemetery even started, before even Lincoln was elected president. Oh, George W. Hill, descendants of George W. Hill. Oh my God, the tombstone I just showed you, look, there's an old picture of family members posing by his tombstone. Very awesome. Hillsborough. Thank you so much for viewing, and obviously I'll get, I'm always doing something, finding something, or I'm into history, music, and art, and everything else. And thank you for viewing the Fearless Dummy Exploration. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. And before I go, I'll leave you with one final awesome little headstone that gives you names of some of the internments. Really cool. I gotta go, folks.